What's going on, everyone? Hope you're all well. Welcome to this video where I'm going to be discussing whether or not recruitment is a sales job. Now, most people categorically would say recruitment is 100% a sales job. Now, I beg to differ. Personally, myself, I don't see myself as a salesperson. I don't think I'm necessarily very good at sales. Sometimes I'm alright at follow-up, closing deals. But I just want to discuss a key point. Now, what most people think recruitment is a sales job because you have to cold call, you have to send emails out. And looking at the face of it, you have to sell the job to a candidate. That's how it is. So my argument against that is, okay, initially you have to sort of reach out and build a relationship with a client for them to do business with you. Now, that could be part of it. That's regarded as, outbound sales. Now, the other key point to mention is most businesses do that. I'll give you an example. A cleaning business, if you're going out and you're winning business, you initially go out, you speak to office owners, and you begin cleaning. But after that, you're not doing any sales. You're really just giving a service. Recruitment is categorically a service-based business. I think there's an element of marketing, customer service, and a bit of sales. I would say recruitment is probably 20% sales. Now, another analogy of that is once you win a client as a recruiter, there's not really much selling you have to do. You win a relationship and they start sending you jobs every month, every week, whatever. And there's not really too much on that. Now, flip it on the candidate side. Most people would say, oh, you have to sell the job to a candidate. So what if a candidate applies? You give them the information. There's not really too much selling. It borderlines inside sales. Now, if you have to sell a job, chances are it's not really a good job. Now, if I had a position and I was working with Tesla, and I was recruiting for Google, chances are most people would be desperate to work for those companies. There's not really much selling involved. If your job isn't that sort of glamorous and you're sort of pitching it and it's below market salary and people have to travel far, if you're selling a job to them, chances are they're going to leave within a few weeks or months or not even turn up for the interview. So I would definitely not look at recruitment as a sales job. I personally am not a salesperson. I sell to a degree. However, I'm not a salesperson. I don't see myself as one. I'm not that pushy, 100 calls, 1,000 calls a day, trying to slam the phone down and, that typical 3-piece city slick sort of recruiter. I'm not that. Now, that's why I've been successful. And that's why I'm just thinking of someone else in my head now that's quite a successful recruiter. If you speak to him on the phone, he's very soft, very well-spoken, very slow, gentle, and he's a top biller. And it goes the same with me. You don't have to be that pushy salesperson. There's a few people on YouTube that you can watch, I can watch. They're not exactly salespeople. I mean, I watched a video a few weeks back, and it was a person that he didn't have no confidence, no nothing, but he was a business owner, and he was an ex-recruiter. And I just thought to myself, there's a pattern here. That 1996, everything died with recruitment, the sales element. Now we are called recruitment consultants. We need to put the consultant back into recruiters or back into recruitment. This is what we do. We consult with our employers. We help them find the best candidates. And that's pretty much what we do. There's no selling. If anything, I believe recruitment has some elements of sales in terms of outreach, but it's not a sales job. And people interview recruiters as if it's a sales job as well. So they want you to have 2 years sales experience. If I'm looking to hire people, I actually don't want people with sales experience because they've got a cheesy, hassle, follow-up. I mean, with regards, just another point is, follow-up. If someone doesn't come back to me, I just follow up with an email. They don't get back to me. That's it. I'm not going to push them. I've had times where I've pushed people, and then they've signed my terms. And I'm like, yes, I've done it. Great. However, afterwards, they're not responsive. If they're not going to be responsive from the start, what makes you think when you send a CV across, they're going to be responsive back? You end up wasting so much time. And people are so bogged down on just getting the deal signed, getting the terms signed, rather than actually, that's just a small part of the job. Always remember, your job is to find people the best job possible for them and find a client, the best candidate in the market that suits the criteria. It's not a sales job. You shouldn't be selling to employers. You can pitch your service, tell them why you can actually do the job, and they'll be pleased to use you. You need to take that approach rather than, we're the best around. I never say anything like that, and it's it just comes across so well, and it's a breath of fresh air for clients. So don't take the cheesy salespeople. I don't know who's teaching this at the moment, but don't take that approach. You do very well just doing it a consultative approach. Solve problems and you make money. That's how it is. So thanks for watching. Bit of a crap video as usual, but I hope it helped. Take care.